day, you know, imagine going to school 8 hours a day, just being in like survival mode, or, you know, I just can't even imagine having to do that. So, you know, bullying is huge in our youth today. And, you know, there's all forms of bullying. There's, you know, the physical bullying, and there's even online bullying. So social media, who here has a Facebook account? Oh, not everyone. You know, so social media, everyone sees everything, and it only takes one person to say something negative or start a trend, and then everyone's on it, right? So, you know, we here at Legacy Diamonds, Boys to Men, we're going to start a trend, a better trend, the best trend, okay? It takes one person to stand, everyone jump on board, that's all. So I'm just going to talk about a bit of the program now. So, 10-week program. Libby, what's a session that you've really enjoyed, or something that's really helped you out, maybe with your anxiety?
I wouldn't say a particular session. I would just say being able to open up in an environment where I feel I can, and I feel like I won't be judged for it, because going through my anxiety, I lost every inch of confidence in myself. Everything scared me. I wouldn't be doing this a year ago, I can tell you that, to the point where I was medicated, and personally, I didn't want to be on medication. 7 counsellors later, nothing. So just being able to have this environment where I know the people helping me are doing it because they genuinely care, they're not being paid, and that really helped me in itself to overcome everything I was going through, and to see others overcome themselves and being able to now help them is all credit to the program. Yeah.
You know, Libby touched on just the people who are leading our programs, our facilitators. Man, honestly, I take my hats off to you all, whether it's Man Up, Legacy Diamonds, or Boys to Men, because it's genuine. You're there because you want to be there. You're there because you care. We stand because we care, right? And, you know, it's free. We literally, you know, are self-funded, and we're there because we want to help. We're there because we went through it, you know? And I believe that's the point of difference in our programs, is that all the facilitators are victorious. We're winners. We've gone through some stuff and we've come out on top, and that's why we're able to offload onto our youth. Okay, so how about you, Logan? What's a session for you?
I don't know if it was a session, but there was one where we were asked, what have you gone through? And it was funny because most of the boys were just sharing like, oh, I just had a bad day at school, I didn't do well on my test or something like that. You know, like just normal everyday problems. But for some reason I found that I needed to share something more, and that's when I shared about when I was sexually abused, and the power of sharing something that other people, you know, you share something for yourself, but it can open up another person in their room. And that's what the brother Daytona touched on. He was able to open up through what I had shared, but yeah, that was one of them.
Awesome. Logan, Daytona?
I don't have a favourite session. It's my favourite program. I wouldn't change it. I love it like to the T that I apply it at home. That it's built relationships, because I've never had relationships with youth, because I was struggling as a youth with my identity and my confidence and stuff, and I didn't want the youth to I guess grow up like me. So we've got a saying, you know, with an interception, because I know that the path that they're going on at the moment is going to lead to destruction, because I've already been down there. I've already done everything that I've trying to achieve, and it got me nowhere. And this program got me somewhere. You know, it made me who I am today. You know, it made me inject hope into my own family, because, you know, it's still happening in my own family, you know. Incest, you know, you name it, it's still happening today. You know, so I had to be the man that's going to stand in my family to stop that. And the generational curse, you know. And, you know, and that's what we're doing here today, you know, just, I guess, to introduce you to it. You know, we can all be a part of the team, the army, you know. it's a different movement. Yeah.
So the one that really helped me was the one about forgiveness. So I'm the type of person where you have to earn my forgiveness. But to go into this lesson and just be told that you have to forgive out of your own heart and because it's the right thing to do. But at the time, my mindset was, why do I have to forgive the people that were hurting me? Why can't they just say sorry and, you know? And I just found it real hard because these people, for the whole year, kept hurting me and I just had to forgive them because it was the right thing to do. And that was hard because I was in the bottom of this hole and they were standing on the top of the world. And so forgiveness was something that I knew I had to do but I didn't want to. And by the end of the lesson, I had realised that, yeah, okay, maybe it's time to forgive because 2 years later you were still holding on to this. Even though we had sorted it out, you were still holding on to the fact that you were hurt, which kept hurting me. And by forgiving these people made me realise that there's so much more to life than hating these people because of what they did to you. And it set me free to live out what God has planned for me too. So yeah, it just gave me a better sense of life and to walk out basically to walk out what He has planned. So yeah.
Awesome. So you've heard our panel, just talk about the program and how it's helped them and what they've gone through. And there's so much more we talk about being the greatest you. So how can you be great? Are you comfortable with where you are right now? Because if you are, then there's more to you, So, we're all about stretching in diamonds. We talk about real life issues. We go deep. We don't come here for surface. I'm sorry, but we don't come here for surface. We come here to actually help you, to heal you. And the only way we can do that is if you open up. And it's not just you. We open up too. So as much as we're getting to know you, you're getting to know us, okay? And you're getting to know who created us, who healed us, and that's Jesus Christ, okay? So I'm just going to finish it off with our panel. What is an encouragement for our youth here tonight? There's heaps of room full of youth, and there's heaps watching online. So just what's an encouragement for our youth watching who may be going through something, or just in general? Logan.
I'm in. Hello, there we go. I reckon you're already here and you've heard what we've gone through and the program and everything. Just come talk to one of us, hit us up. Logan Silsey on Facebook if you want to add me. General shout out. But just hit us up. We're easy to talk to. We're youth just like you. We're not any better than you, but we just have more answers and we just want to know you genuinely, And just hit us up and try and get connected to a program around you, and you'll realize where the programs are if you hit us up. Sweet.
I just want to say, there might be a few of you out there that were like me, or don't want to take that step into something so different, worried what your peers might think of you for making a stand to help yourself. I really challenge you to give it a go. Like Logan said, you're already here. Just take that next step and come join us. You won't regret it. I promise you will thrive from it and you'll see a better you if you're willing to work for it. So yeah.
For me, it would be speak life into someone, no matter what you're going through. If you're having a hard day, speak life into someone else because you don't know what's going on in them. Someone could be on the verge and your word could help them. I know my mum speaks life into me every day, and that's why I'm still here. I love you, Mum, wherever you are. But yeah, just speak life into someone because you never know what they're going through. My life was hard, but here I am because someone was speaking life into me. So I encourage you to do something good for someone else every day because it makes you a better person and it makes them a better person because you took the time out of your day to help them and build life into them. So yeah, just speak life and continue to do you. Don't listen to anyone else as well because, you know, it's not them living your life, it's you. So focus on you, focus on God and keep living life. Yeah.
Encouragement, ooh, that's a big one. I guess it's love. I encourage everybody to love one another because love is lost. You know, I had lost love from my father back in, you know, it was 10 years ago. You know, and that's only advanced now. You know, that's why we're all out in the streets. You know, because we're all searching for the same thing. Is that love. You know, but I'm here to tell you now, brothers, I'm here to love you. Like my brother, my brother showed me love because he took me into his house. He encouraged me when I was down and out on drugs, you know, just coming off alcohol, verbally and physically abusing my partner. Hey, I'm here to show you the way. I'm here to speak life. And not only life, I want to show you life. There's a better life out there for us as men, as boys. You know, let's go. Hey, I'm not up here for nothing. Hey, it's because I love you, buddies. Because I know it's hard to speak about our feelings and emotions. Like the brother said, we've got to harden up. It's not about that this day. It's a new generation. Let's open up. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Awesome. Haven't our panel been awesome tonight? Here they are giving you all encouragement, and yet their stories are encouraging, right? Their stories are an encouragement in itself. So really take heed to what's been said tonight. If you are down and out or you just need a friend, reach out because we're all here and you can join, you know, the team with us. So, and for me, I just want you to know that you actually deserve this, okay? You deserve a great life. You deserve to be out of the rut. You deserve, the best of the best. So don't settle for whatever it is you're going through. Treat yourself and reach out. Treat yourself and do the best thing for you because you know what? At the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about everyone that's connected to you. It could be your siblings, it could be your parents, it could be your kids to come. So just realize, you are attached to many people, to a whole nation, okay? And whatever you decide to do with your life, it's going to impact the people around you. Okay, so that's the end of our panel. So give our panel a round of applause.
Wow. Man, can we get a round of applause for everybody opening up tonight, eh? It can be really hard to share, eh? Especially stuff like that, because the devil wants to bring shame and condemnation. He wants to keep you locked into shame, make you feel condemned, make you feel as though it's your fault and you can't get out of it. But I'm telling you, the Lord wants to set you free from all of that. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Let's go. Let's go.
I got saved again about 2.5 years ago. The Lord came into my life. It was a crazy testimony. And I can tell you, I've been in the music industry for many. If you don't know me, my name's Pita. You saw some of my videos up there, and I've seen it all, man. I had the money, the cars, traveled the world, all of that, and nothing satisfied. Nothing satisfied longer than like a week or a few months, and I started to realize, man, you know what? I need the one that satisfies eternally. And so I'm thankful. Jesus came back into my life and saved me, and it's just been an incredible walk, serving God and having Him come into my life and teach me things about my identity that I had formed in the world. Right? So I've made an identity in my whole career and in my gift and in my things, not realizing that my identity first was as a son. As a son of Christ, as a son of God, you don't need to do anything. You're just a son. Once I understood that, man, my whole world changed. So this song, it's called King, and this is the bro, Onch. Everybody say, hey, Onch. It's my bro from Gizzy. I wrote this song called King, and it was on my album earlier this year. And I'd been with the Lord for about, I don't know, 10 months or so. And as the Lord does, you know, he sits you down and then he runs you through everything. Runs you through your sin, through all the bad stuff you did. And I was on my face in my studio bawling my eyes out like a little baby. Sorry, God. Sorry, bro. And so I wrote this song as just an offering before the Lord, a sacrifice of praise, repenting of the things that I've done. Hallelujah. 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 I lay my shame down at your feet, my King.
Yeah.
My guilt and pain, I'm on my knees, my King. Oh, I don't deserve to even worship you, my King. Who am I that you would lay your life down for my King? Said I lay my shame down at your feet, my King. My guilt and pain, I'm on my knees, my King. Oh, I don't deserve to even worship you, my King. Who am I that you would lay your life down for, my King? Oh, can I tell you about a man nailed to a cross for me? Can I tell you about a man came to set the captives free? Yeah. Won't you let me tell you about a man? His name, yeah, is the name above all names. Can I tell you about a man nailed to a cross for me? Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah, Yeshua. Hallelujah, Father. Said I lay my shame down at your feet, my King. My guilt and pain, I'm on my knees, my King. Oh, I don't deserve to even worship you, my King. Who am I? You would lay your life down for my King. Say I lay my shame down at your feet, my King. My guilt and pain, I'm on my knees, my King. Oh, I don't deserve to even worship you, my King, yeah. Who am I that you would lay your life down for, my King? Oh, can I tell you about a man nailed to a cross for me? Can I tell you about a man, yeah, came to set the captives free? Won't you let me tell you about a man? His name, yeah, it's the name above all names. Can I tell you about a man nailed to a cross for me? Say, can I tell you about a man nailed to a cross for me? Can I tell you about a man came to set the captives free? Won't you let me tell Thank you, Father.
She wanted a bit of a showtime, so I had to give her some time. Hey, just quickly, whānau, I just want to, thank you for your patience. Thank you for coming out tonight. Like I promised, Pita and the boys are going to get up soon. But I just wanted to leave you fellas with, a message of hope. And so tonight I wanted to talk about a bit about what our program's about, but more or less what we're doing tonight. And so a lot of our youth, man, I can just see so much youth here, and, at the end of the day, you might believe in this and this and that, but we can all come to an agreement that we don't like suicide. Whether it be youth suicide or any suicide. Hey, whānau, yep? Am I the only one? Cool, awesome. Okay, I'm going to get you fellas to interact with me a little bit. But I've got the honour and the privilege to bring you fellas that message. Before I do though, I just want to honour a few people. First and foremost, I want to honour my pastor, Pastor Hutt and Epi Robinson. And our eldership team, Elder Sam and Elder Leah. One, for releasing me to do what we've done tonight, and having faith that that I had the ability to do so. And so I just want to honour you, pastors, for releasing me to do so, in our team. I want to honour my team, my amazing team. You can't really see them, they're running around at the back to try and get the lights off and the AV screen. But I want to, if we can, give them a quick round of applause. Secondly, just our founder that's travelled from near and far. Obviously, Hawke's Bay, our whānau, with Brother Mike and his beautiful wife Jill. Can we give them a round of applause? And our amazing whānau for what we're doing. He's actually up in Auckland, saving lives. Yeah, pretty much, brother? So he just wanted to honour you. Obviously, I need to honour my parents. Hey, my mum. I'm running around doing this and that, and she's looking after my kids. Hey, and so I just want to honour my mum and my dad. Yeah, that's good. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law also have been helping out. pretty hectic week. I'm putting on this event called Stand for Life. And behind the scenes, my amazing wife is going through a surgery to remove her ovaries because they were thinking it was cancer. She's right here. Just got out today. So I want to honor my beautiful wife. She's the one that feeds me, making sure that my kids are well looked after, and releases me to be out in our community, standing in the gap through these programs for boys to men, for the fathers that are not there for their boys. I was just explaining to our brother Pita and the brothers, as I saying, hey, see those boys there? They're my new rotation, for boys to men that's in the program. There's about 9 or 10 of them there. I said, out of the 10 of them, only one of them's got a dad at home. Yeah, it's real. I don't need to go into spiritual stuff, I'm just going to speak it for how it is. Hey, I'm just going to speak so you fellas understand. Okay? And so, for me, I just want to thank you, my beautiful wife, for always being there for me and backing me in everything that I do. She is side by side by she is our Lower North Island director for Diamonds, Ali, and Ali's got an amazing team with the Hutt a lot, with amazing Israel, and there's a lot of other ones. Danielle, she was running around like a headless chook, that's why she's done something to her ankle. So can we just give it up for them, please? I wanted to talk to our youth tonight. You've heard so much. I'm not going to be too long, I promise. 5 minutes more time. But you've heard a lot of testimonies, and I know there's so many youth here that what the panel spoke about resonated with you. There was something there that was familiar to you fellas. So here I am. I'm going to put this on the line. This is the amazing thing about our Boys to Men and our Legacy Diamonds. Is this concept here. AA. Pretty easy, eh? Not even ABC, just AA. Who here knows what AA is? Yell it out. Awesome. Hey, everyone else is like, what is absolute abstinence? This is what absolute abstinence is. It's abstaining from drugs and alcohol for life. It's abstaining from sex before marriage. Now, what does this got to do with saving lives? Let me explain. Imagine, see, these adults will be able to, Imagine if your wife or your partner you're with now was the first one you were with. Could you imagine the trust that would be there between the two of you? Could you imagine the dysfunction that wouldn't be there if you weren't smoking weed or crack or whatever, or drinking alcohol? Oh, is it just me? Okay, it's just me. Come on now. Be real. I'm not going natural, I'm going this here, right here. Imagine. So, as adults, we know that, what it's done for us. So why wouldn't we want it for our children? I'm not standing here as a perfect man because, I'll be honest with you right now, my wife wasn't my first. but I'm going to speak from the heart now. If she was, man, the insecurity that I took into our relationship, I took in so much insecurity, I didn't trust her. Because there was a girl that I was dating through college that cheated on me. And so I carried that into my next relationship, and my next relationship, and my next relationship. As in, I don't want to say the word, but it starts with S. That's what I would call them. And so I didn't trust them. And so what I'd do before they try to hurt me, I'd go and hurt them. And this is what I'd done to my beautiful wife, who, to be honest, she grew up in the house of God. So she knew who she was. But I didn't. And it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair on her. And so I went out, done what, I was going to say what most footy players do, but as a footy player, that's what I done. I went out with the boys, trained, drunk, came home whenever I wanted, left her at home with my two girls. One of my girls was singing. She's a part of the remnant crew. The other one came out. She says, Dad, I need some stage time. So I gave some stage time. But if I didn't make the stand that I did 7 years ago by giving my life to Christ, by coming to the house of destiny, by being planted in the house, well, my children couldn't stand there and be as bold as they are today. And so through this amazing program, we are changing lives. We're allowing our youth to be the next generation. We're allowing our youth the opportunity to have the life that we did. And so that's why I think that the AA program, or the AA concept through our programs is so key to lowering the stats here in New Zealand. I'm going to tell you a quick story, because I said I'll be quick all the time. We're over in Marston and plug-in Boys to Men, Legacy Diamonds, Man Up, and Legacy. Bumped into this crowd of people. They said to me, "Oh, you needed to be here a week ago." And I was like, "A little bit busy, but okay, awesome." I said to them, "Okay, what happened?" They said, "Oh, this young girl, she committed suicide because she was about 14, 15. And I said, "Oh yeah, what happened?" They go, "Oh, this young boy said that she was ugly and he didn't want to go out for anymore. We should go around there and kick his butt." They said the other word. And I said, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." And they carried on about the young boy, and I said, "Well, where was the father?" And they go, "What do you mean, where was the father?" I said, "Well, where was the dad? Where's your dad?" It's not the young boy's fault. He obviously doesn't know who he is. And they said, "Oh, we don't know." And I said to them, "I've got a young daughter, part of the remnant crew, the other one that just came up. I've been telling her for 13 years of her life that she's beautiful, that she's my little angel, that she can do anything that she wants to do in life. She's the most beautiful thing that Daddy's ever seen other than Mummy." And so, this is what I'm trying to say. If some young boy decided to go up to my daughter and want to date her and she says yes, but then turns around, "You're ugly," that's a foreign language to my daughter. Because for 13 years, her father's been affirming to her of who she is and who she is. So when this young boy comes up and says that, "Yeah, whatever, dreamer, you're a dreamer." But that other girl didn't have that. That other girl didn't have that. She didn't have that affirmation in the home. She didn't have a dad that was standing tū tangata. Standing tall, knowing who he is, knows whose he is. And so she obviously, like a lot of our youth, are seeing that suicide is the only option. So finally, I'm here today to put a call out because I can't do this on my own. I can't do this on my own. He was an amazing prophet, Moses. He couldn't even do it on his own. Hey, so he got a selected few to get anointed to go out and do some of the, deal with some of the things he had to. So that's what I'm asking. I'm asking for you fellas to come and put your hand to the plough. Help us save our nation. But if if some of what the youth have talked about tonight has resonated with you, and you want to be a part of the Boys to Men and Legacy Diamonds program, I'm going to ask you to come up to the front right now. If you want to be a part of the greatest movement, if you want to be a part of the greatest movement to hit this nation, come up to the front right now. This resonated with you fellas too. And guess what? Your children need you. Do you know what? I was just, I was praying at the back before I came out here, and there was a spirit of suicide. There was someone in here that was thinking about suicide tonight. And so I'm really, really happy because I have a man that's anointed to pray, and that's my pastor. So I'm going to ask him to come up on stage with me. And what he's going to do is he's going to pray for you amazing youth are. Nephews here. Chosen. But I know there's still more here. There's some parents here. There's some parents here. You've been holding things for far too long. You've been holding unforgiveness to that father or that partner that was abusive. I'm here to say to you tonight, it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. So if you would make the stand tonight and join your children here, I promise you that he will turn your life around. You're looking at someone that all he knew was housing corp homes. Domestic violence ran rampant into my home. But today, I have a testimony where my father, for 50 years, was drinking, smoking drugs, abusive, 50 of dysfunction. If that's you, come up, because this next part's for you. He's alcohol free, he's drug free, he's abusive free, he's not perfect, but he's working. I have my beautiful mother here. And the reason why I'm standing here is because of this woman. I'm standing here because she just loved me. And she would do anything for me. But I'm going to tell you right now that she couldn't be there even where I went. But the one you're about to get introduced to can. I know there's more. I'm going to tell you right now, if you can't make the stand here tonight, where there's people in here that believe in you, how are you going to make the stand out there when they're against you? Two-tonguer to stand with us as we change the nation. I had the honor and privilege of praying with my brothers, ones that are up here, and my team, my amazing Auntie Helen. You just don't know. I got the easy job. My brother Z, sleepless nights to get those AVs all together. So you will be standing here tonight. There's a mother in here. I have to. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. But there's a mother in here. Man, she's fighting it. Come on, Jay, let's go, let's go. Let's go. There's a mother in here. And I'm gonna give my brother to carry on playing those strings, because in the Bible, when King Saul would be going through some things, he'll have this heavy spirit over him, but get King David. And then he wasn't king then, but he got into Awesome. I'm going to ask my amazing pastor to come up for you guys.
Awesome, thank you, Ned. You know, you young people who are standing here tonight, I want to tell you that 20 years ago, government launched a strategy, and that was a strategy, was a national youth suicide strategy. And the purpose of that strategy was to stop young people in Aotearoa taking their lives. I'll tell you what, 20 years later, we have more young people taking their lives than ever before in the history of this nation. 20 years later, despite that strategy, we've got the worst suicide rate in the world. But you know, as you stand here tonight, and if you've heard these stories today, I want to say that the answers are not in government. The Beehive doesn't have the answers. 20 years it took them and nothing's happened, it's gotten worse. But I'll tell you what, the answer is right here tonight. Every single young person who's standing here tonight, you would ball drop if I don't need to say it again, you've heard it all before. But what I want to tell you something, listen up guys, this is probably the most important thing that you're going to hear tonight. You'll be hearing about Boys to Men, Legacy Diamonds. It's an awesome vehicle. It's just a vehicle. But I'll tell you what fuels their vehicle is God, it's Jesus Christ, eh? And I'll tell you what, you can do a program, but it's not going to change your life, eh? I'll tell you what, the only thing that is going to change your life, young people, strategies don't work. The only thing that changes your life is Jesus Christ. That's what has kept all these young people alive when they should be dead. I want to give you a chance, I want you to stand here tonight, and you are here today, as Jesus Christ is yours. If you are a young person here today, and you do not know Jesus Christ, you see, the enemy came to kill, steal, and destroy from your life. He came to kill, steal, and destroy you. But Jesus Christ said, I have come that you might have life, and life more abundantly. Who wants abundant life? I tell you what, young people, if you're here tonight, and you do not know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you want to know Him here tonight, I want you to put your hand up. You put your hand up. If you've never received Christ as your Lord and Savior, you want to receive Him tonight, He's the only answer. I want you to put your hand up. All those who put your hand up, come right to the front. Come right to the front. Those of you who put your hand up, if you've never received Christ before, He's come to give you life. You've got a purpose. I want you to put your hand up, every single there, I want you to pray. Eternal life, it's a free gift. Everybody, why don't we pray this prayer together? For all of our young people who put their hands up, repeat after me, say, Jesus Christ, Father God, I come before you tonight. I'm sorry for the life that I've lived. I'm sorry for the sins that I've committed. But today, Lord, I know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Today, Lord, I receive your forgiveness. I thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ, who died for me. And today, Lord, I open my heart and I ask you, Lord Jesus, to come into my heart, to be Lord of my life. From this day on, I live a life abundantly, and I live for you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Don't you give yourself a hand. You know what? Listen up, young people. Listen up, listen up, listen up. I tell you what, right now, all you beautiful young ladies, you awesome young men, I'm looking at the answer. This is a rise of a youth nation. I'm looking at the most powerful young men and women. Enemy trying to tell you that you're rubbish, but I tell you what, you got something to shout out about, because you're the answer for your friends. So once you make some noise, there's a party going on in heaven right now. The angels are rejoicing because of you amazing people. You come here from Hastings, Napier, Laka, Masterton, Wamanui, Naenae, Porirua, Central, Lower Hutt, wherever you're from. I just want to say, come, join the movement. You are more powerful than you know, young lady. Every single tear that you shed right now, they were tears of sorrow, but right now, they can be tears of joy. I want to say to you young people, get planted, get connected. Those who are planted in the house of God will flourish. This is one night. But I tell you what, God wants you, He wants to use your life. He says, you know what, I'm looking for a radical group of young people who are going to be crazy and on fire for me. I want to give suicide the boot out the door. No more depression, no more hardship. You know what you did today? You turned yourself from losers into winners. You've overcome suicide. You've overcome depression. I don't care who told you you were useless. Right now you're the most precious thing in God's heart. He loves you guys so much. So I'm just going to pray, Father God, I thank you, Lord, for every young person in this room today, Father. Lord, we give you the glory. I thank you, Lord, for your Son, Jesus Christ, Father, who came down to die that we might have life and life more abundantly. Right now, Father, I thank you, Lord, for every single soul that has been added to the kingdom of heaven right now, Father. But Lord, we're on earth today, so Father, I speak life. I speak abundance. I speak boldness and confidence into every young man and woman here today. I thank you, Lord, that today a purpose has been birthed in every single heart today, Father. Lord, I thank you that every single young man and woman here is rising up to be a great and mighty leader to save their families, Father. I pray, Father, that you would go before them, prepare pathways, open up doors, make them great, Father, that they will go and do great works, that they will make your name great. I thank you, Lord, that tonight we say goodbye to poverty, goodbye to depression, goodbye to being a loser, goodbye to suicide, goodbye to alcohol, goodbye to drugs. And today we've stepped into a life and a life more abundantly. And so, Lord, we give you the glory, we give you the honor. In Jesus' name we pray. What do we get up for shout, guys? Thank you, Lord. Amen. Amen. You know what? We've got some of our young people want to take your details. Don't you go away, young people. If you came with your leaders, whether you came from the Hawke's Bay or Wanganui, I want you to get your leaders, get connected, get deeper into something. There's got a lot of young people here who are going to be able to take your details, and we're looking forward to doing life with you guys. I'm looking forward to being a winner with all of you young champions. God bless you all. Thank you.